Kim chose for our kids to be watched by other people. She wasn't with the kids. I have a say-so. Who's watching my children? My heart as a dad, my spirit is like just to protect.
Kanye West is pointing his finger of contempt at Kim Kardashian and having his "I told you so" moment. He's boarded the Skete train once again and is going after Pete Davison as well, but this time the rapper is not going off the rails. Instead, his reason is rock solid because in a shocking revelation that Pete admitted to being high around St. and Northwest,
Pete Davison just confirmed everything Kanye accused him about when he was with Kim.
It's all messy, so let's dive right in and spill the tea on this drama. Now, this got Kanye all worked up, and rightfully so, because Pete Davison just confirmed everything Kanye accused him of when he was with Kim. So for any guy that's going to be a possible stepdad to his children, this is a huge red flag. It's vindication for Kanye because while he was shouting from the mountaintop for showing his disapproval and calling Pete out for not being the right guy for Kim, the rest of the world was busy saying Kanye lost it and has flown off the handle again. Now, even though this proves his point about Pete, he's going after Kim Kardashian because at the end of the day, she was responsible for letting the comedian near his kids. So was Pete really on drugs, and what did Kanye say about it? Let's rewind back to October of 2021 and how they first crossed paths when Kim hosted SNL. Not to mention that's also when they first shared a kiss together. The chemistry between the two was noticeable, and fans were quick to point it out. And surprise, surprise, a few months later they were spotted on dates together. While the internet was going stir-crazy over the unexpected relationship, Kanye West was livid. Publicly, he was slamming Kim for bringing another man into his home and near the kids. Well, it turns out he was right to be mad. This is because Pete has talked openly about his problem with substance abuse and has shared his experience with fans about how he has checked into rehab multiple times.
The days are so long.
Right.
And like everything sucks. Like movies aren't as good. Music, I can't listen to rap.
Video games?
Nothing. It like
Wow. Wait, you can't listen to rap? Kid
No.
Cudi is one of your favorites.
Cudi I could listen to.
On a recent performance with Jon Stewart and John Mulaney for the people of Atlantic City, Pete got a little too candid.
Yeah, I've always been pretty honest, so I just, I kind of felt guilty not saying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm healthy and awake and drinking coffee.
On the show, Pete confessed to his ketamine addiction. He also said he checked into rehab earlier this year after struggling with post-traumatic stress disorder and borderline personality disorder.
Oh, I'm always depressed, all the time.
Comedian Pete Davison has revealed that he is using ketamine to help treat his depression. He told an audience at Madison Square Garden that he has been dabbling in Special K, a nickname for the horse tranquilizer drug. Ketamine, historically used as a party drug, gained FDA approval as a nasal spray in 2019 for treating severe depression that is unresponsive to conventional medications. Davidson has been vocal about his mental health struggles and previous use of medications, expressing his ongoing battle with depression.
Were you ever suicidal? Yeah, all the time. But I can't, because I got a mom and a sister and like a family.
While opening up about his experience, Pete said, "I am fresh out of rehab, everyone. I got that post-rehab glow, 7 times the charm." In his comedy set, he revealed that he had been taking ketamine every day for 4 years. Pete said that taking the drug had been magical for him, citing the time he got the wiggles to mesh with Schindler's List because of the ketamine. So by this admission, fans were quick to connect the dots. By Pete's account, he had been taking ketamine every day for the last 4 years. Well, that would mean that he must have been using it during his time with Kim as well. Being with Kim wouldn't be the issue here since she's no stranger to drugs. But what's most troubling is his interactions with Kim's kids during this time. Even with Kanye out of the picture, he fully expected Kim to choose the right sort of guys to be around their children. With Kim getting with Pete, well, Kanye definitely had some valid issues with that. You see, on the surface, it's easy to see that Pete has got some glaring issues. He's had one messy breakup after another. Like after one of his breakups, he scratched his eyes out and needed professional help, and another breakup had him threatening to delete himself. Along with the fact that he's constantly at risk for another stint in rehab at any given moment. And this is the guy Kim chose to be with and have around her kids. Kinda makes you want to say, well, since Pete stepped into the kids' lives as a stepdad, was Pete serious about the relationship?
Pete Davison is a hilarious comedian, a great actor, a loving boyfriend. But now we know that Pete is also
a full-blown stepdad.
The question remains in the air, but there's no arguing that he was supposed to act responsibly around the kids. By letting Pete in her home, Kim trusted him to do the right thing and control himself. Apparently, he failed to rise to the occasion. Obviously, this brings up the question of Kim's ability to make good decisions on who she decides to date, especially with kids in the picture. Fans are wondering how much of his drug addiction problems were she aware of before she allowed him to be around her kids. It's no secret that Pete has a history of using drugs while in public. During Aretha Franklin's funeral, he admitted to being high. With that knowledge, fans have no doubt he was also high around North and Saint as well. Some think this is why he almost lost Saint at Walmart back in June 2022. Pete and Saint had some bonding time and decided to pop into Walmart for some cheese puffs, but Saint was spotted running around by himself down the aisles. Yikes! If that wasn't concerning enough, a few months earlier, in April 2022, Kim lent Pete her pink golf cart to take her kids on a joyride. So, was he high then as well? Fans and people sure think so. If he can be high for a funeral and at Walmart, well then chances are that he was also high while having fun driving a pink golf cart. Fans have been bashing Pete for being so irresponsible putting the kids in danger like this. And as you would think, the father of the kids, Kanye, is the one going the hardest. Kanye did his best to make it a personal mission to warn Kim of the consequences of allowing Pete into his kids' lives from the beginning. Even though it made it easy for people to call him crazy and acting jealous, well, it looks like he was right and not baseless in his concerns. And now that he's found his footing and standing tall again, he's taking the opportunity to throw some I told you so's in Kim's face. Recently, Kim's been getting more heat on her parenting skills. It seems like she's been making one bad decision after the other. On a recent stroll with her kids, while the paparazzi were doing their thing and had their cameras flashing, but Saint wasn't having it and shot a middle finger. Reporters were a bit shocked to see the 7-year-old flipping them off. The video made the rounds on the internet and garnered tons of views. Unfortunately, what's more shocking was that Kim seemed to not notice. Was she ignoring it, or maybe she was laughing on the inside, encouraging it? Understandably, Kanye had some choice words about this as well. However, fans are saying the rapper shouldn't get too ahead of himself considering Kanye's recent troubles in Venice. Kanye was literally caught with his pants down on a boat, while his new wife, Bianca Censori, had her head in his lap. Yep, there was no mistaking it, they were doing the deed, much to the dismay of the onlookers along with a couple of kids on nearby boats. The internet had a field day with this, and fans were quick to bash the rapper for his actions. Some fans said he should have thought about his kids before doing something like this because they could easily stumble upon this and find it out themselves on the web. And can you imagine the awkward conversation with Kim? Given what happened, fans have pointed out that Kanye should learn to keep his side of the street clean before pointing fingers at Kim and Pete. Sure, they've got problems, but you're dealing with public indecency. So what's your take on all this drama? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll know whenever we upload a new video. See you in the next video, and bye for now.